Have you ever changed the speed or tempo of a riff just as a joke and then end up figuring out that it actually sounds better like that than in whichever tempo you thought it would go in the first place? Because that's what happened to me with my latest release song, Hard to Breathe, which if you haven't, you can and should go check out anywhere you listen to your music at. I was just playing around in this alternate tuning. You can go check out some other videos on this song where I've talked all about it if you want to learn some more. As just a coincidence, one of my students went like, how do I mess with alternate tunings? And I told him, well, funny enough, just recently I found out this riff and I downtuned my guitar and I played the riff for him at the speed that it was originally played at, which was kind of fast. It was probably around the speed of the song, aka this speed. My student was like, can you just break that down a little bit? And I was like, well, you don't really have to figure out how to play this riff. You can just do whatever you want. If it sounds cool, just do that. And they were like, yeah, sure, but I kind of just want to see how you play that because it was sounding pretty cool. If I started to play the riff at half the tempo, that's kind of a joke. Like, if you need me to play it slower for you to figure out, I'll just play it what I feel like is almost like ridiculously slow at half the speed. And while I was playing it at half the speed, I can't tell you that it sounded better, but it had a vibe that playing it fast just didn't have. In a way, your riff kind of has to be a little fast for it to make sense at half the speed, because otherwise you might have these long and slow notes that really take a while to connect and might not feel sent anymore. But again, it's subjective and it depends on the song and riff. But I don't think that before this song I had ever done this. So I made a little note on my phone being like, open D minor tuning riff, play it fast and then play it slow. Sure, I've done tempo changes before, but I can't really say this is necessarily a tempo change, even though it kind of is, because the riff becomes half the speed and all the other parts that were kind of the same as before also come down to half the speed. But the vibe of the song becomes different. In fact, here's how it sounds at half the tempo, but honestly, I kind of feel like it makes more sense for you to listen to it through the context of going through the whole song, because it kind of happens towards the end, so it gives a little bit of a different experience of listening to the whole song than getting closer to the end and reaching that section where everything kind of grows slower and honestly a little bit more intimate. Have you ever messed with playing riffs at half the tempo? Let me know. While you're at it, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on all the notifications, follow and stay tuned for more because I'm releasing new songs every week and I'm releasing new videos every day, twice a day. If you enjoyed this one, I'm sure you'll like the other ones too, so perhaps even consider sharing it with a friend of yours who might also enjoy them. In case it wasn't obvious enough, go check out my latest release song, Hard to Breathe, anywhere you listen to your music at. And I want to once again thank all of you guys for all the support in these songs and videos. Your support has been amazing and I can only thank you guys so much, but it really means a lot and it really makes a difference. I can only hope to see you in another video. But until then, cheers!